Welcome to the INHB Worldwide Star Fames, one of the most famous TV shows in the world. Our aim is to fulfill dreams of our youth by connecting them with the most famous people they wish to meet for one day and share with them different ideas about certain careers, either virtual or face-to-face. Think about talking face-to-face with Dozen Crows, Bella Hadid, Joanne Smalls, Gigi Hadid, Cara Delevingne, Chrissy Teigen, Carly Kloss, Sharon Denise, Daniela Braga, LaMecca Fox, Liu Wen, and the most glamorous English model, Rosie Huntington-Whittle. And guess what? Have you thought of speaking face-to-face with the most beautiful girl and highest-paid model in the world right now, Kendall Jenner? All of this is happening in just a single day. Submit your request to our Instagram page at inhb.co.uk to win a free chance to live the high life with your famous role models and with your favorite host, Nikki Nicole.
Welcome, beautiful people. It is your girl, Nikki, and I am your host for the INHB Star Fames TV show. So guys, INHB Star Fames is all about fulfilling the dreams of the youth by connecting you guys with the most famous people you wish to meet one day, either face-to-face or virtually. Who knows? I'm actually so excited for today's episode because it is our third episode, and we are heading over to Toronto, Canada, where we are going to be speaking to a social media rising star. She's a multi-talented pop singer, she's a dancer, she's an actress, and her fame grew when she posted videos of her skills on social media. Guys, remember, if you do wish to be a part of our show, don't hesitate to reach out to us and direct message us on Instagram. But before we dive into that, let's welcome Amy Selma. She's based at our Los Angeles studios, and she's going to give us more insight on our guest for today. So check her out.
Izzee was born in Toronto, Canada. She is a celebrity singer. Her genre is pop. Her popular songs are Mirror 2018, Doo Wop 2018, and Savage Heart 2018. She is a multi-talented singer, dancer, and actress, most well known for being a member of the musical group Mini Pop Kids at the age of 10. Before fame, at the age of 5, she was dancing, doing gymnastics, playing hockey, and swimming. Then, at 6, she began performing and learning to play the electric guitar. Now Izzee has grown popular on social media. She built a following on Instagram, musical.ly, and other platforms posting videos of her singing and dancing skills. She is also known under the name Izzee Music. Right now, Izzee is one of Canada's most influential young artists. In 2020 to 2021, her net worth estimated to be between $200,000 to $2 million. And today, she's going live with Miss Pauline from Tanzania.
Welcome back, everybody. So it is the third episode of INHB Star Fames, and our guest today is a 15-year-old multi-talented pop singer. She's a dancer and she's an actress. And her popularity and stardom basically broke when she started posting videos of her singing and her dancing skills. So everybody, please welcome Izzee.
Hi.
Hi, Izzee. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm amazing. So, it's 2 p.m. in Toronto, right?
Yes.
And what's the weather like?
It's like kind of cloudy, actually. It's not that great out today, but it's a good day to stay inside and do watch movies kind of day.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, that kind of day.
Okay, perfect. So, Izzee, we are going to start off by asking you, what first got you into music?
Well, when I was 6 years old, my parents put me into guitar lessons because I really wanted to learn an instrument. I don't know. I always had a love for like playing music, so I went to guitar lessons. And I started learning how to play the guitar, and from there I sang songs as well as playing, and people were like, Izzee, you're actually really good. And so I kind of just built from there
and went from that. Okay, perfect. But then, who inspired you to make music? Was it that?
It was kind of that, but the reason why I started playing guitar was because I was obsessed with Taylor Swift. She was my idol, still is my idol to this day. Right? She's so amazing. So I wanted to be her. So I would play guitar, I'd do her songs, and I'm like, I want to be Taylor Swift. So I would just kind of mimic it.
Okay, nice. Okay. So, Izzee, how would you describe the music that you typically create? What is your flow?
So the music that I typically create would be more of a hip hop and pop vibe.
Okay.
Some of the songs that I have, like Sriracha and Wannabe, those are some of my songs. They are more of a hip hop vibe. I'm still singing, but it's not like full on pop. And then I have
Okay.
songs like that I have Get Hurt and 10,000 Miles.
Okay.
Those are like pop vibes. So it's kind of diverse, but in that realm.
I like that. So you
Yeah.
add a bit of spice to it, because
Yes.
you know. Okay, I love that. Okay, so music basis. So who would you most like to collaborate with? Anybody?
Ooh, all right. So I would like to collaborate with like Ariana Grande or like Doja Cat or Cardi
Yes.
B, like one of those female like singers that have sort of the same vibe as
Okay.
me.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, and I feel like because they've already done like girl songs, like all girls, and they've gone really big. So I'm like, maybe I want to get on a track with one of them. That's something that I really want to do.
And I can actually see that. Hey, you've got like the look, and I love the hair color. So like, and your music's like it's dope. So I can kind of like, I feel like you would resonate with them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, lovely. All right. So, okay. So besides your music, right? I know you are a multi-talented person, and because you're a pop singer, you're a singer, oh, sorry, you're a dancer, and you're an actress. But what would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
So basically right now, like I'm 15 years old. I'd probably be like going to school, like, normally hanging out with my friends.
Yeah,
Probably have a part-time job at like a store around my area.
yeah.
Normal teenager stuff. I still do like hang out with people and stuff like that. Because it's kind of been slowing down right now. I feel like I'd be just, full on doing normal teenager stuff, and music would kind of be like my hobby or just
Okay.
something I do on the side.
But are you happy that you have this
Oh,
music career?
oh yeah,
Instead of
it's
doing
so
boring
fun.
stuff?
Yeah,
All
so
right,
fun.
all right. So, do you think that the internet has impacted, like, on the music industry? Does it have an impact on the music industry?
I think it's really helpful for up and coming artists because for me, how I started was by posting on the internet. It's
Yes,
a great way to, get exposure
true.
fast. TikTok is actually a really good one because people go viral so easily on
So
TikTok.
quickly. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
And I
So,
think it's good. There's just a little, sorry. There's just a little thing about it though. Like it's a good way for people to get like cyberbullied and it could get toxic.
yes,
But if you're ready for that, I think it's a good way to put yourself out there.
just about there. Spot on.
Yeah.
I love that. True, 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 true. All right. So, which has been your favorite song to perform?
Ooh, this is a good one. I have a lot of songs, but I'm gonna say any song that's like fast and upbeat because it makes me allow the crowd to get going.
I see.
Yeah, and you can like bounce off of their energy as well. So
True.
I performed New Rules by Dua Lipa one
Yes,
time.
I love that song.
It's such a good song. It's so
Song.
fun. And everyone was like dancing. And I'm like, yeah. And it helped me to be more animated as well because I was going off of their energy and it was so fun.
And you kind of connected with the crowd. So, off of
Yeah.
the energy. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, which artist do you admire the most?
Ooh, which artist do I admire? Well, of course, Taylor Swift. She will always be my idol
Oh,
forever. But I also do love like older bands, older artists from
okay. Like
like the
who?
80s. I like Queen,
Okay.
Elton John,
Hmm.
who else, like Billy Joel, like all those like older artists. I don't know. I just those songs are so, cool to me. Cool,
It's
different techniques that
universal.
they use. Yeah.
All right then. Okay, so what is the best advice you think you have been given? And this could be from
So,
anybody.
okay. Oh, I have one. Okay. So my best friend, she once told me, because I was kind of like being all negative. I was like down on myself one day. And she was like, you need to think positively about every situation and positivity will come to you. If you
True.
keep thinking negatively and you keep and you keep thinking that it's not going to work out or like it's going to be bad, it might happen because you're attracting that energy to you. And I think that's really good advice.
No, that is perfect advice because that is so true. And you'll see like throughout your journey, like it's going to happen. Whatever you're going to put out there, you're going to get back. So it's
Right.
very, very tricky. So that is amazing advice. So Izzee,
Right.
tell us like what is next for you?
For me, so what is next for me is I am gonna be working on covers just for now,
All right.
because like, it's stopping me from going to the studio and stuff. Yeah.
Putting a damper on so much things. So you're going to
Oh
do
yeah.
covers?
I'm gonna do covers, and I'm gonna work on learning the programs that
Okay.
I use to edit. And once I do that, I might start to like write my own songs and edit them myself. But I'm starting to learn that, and then hopefully by the end of this year, everything's back to normal. I can record again.
I'm hoping that.
Oh yeah, I agree, like 100%.
I just want to touch on something, right? So, have you performed at like venues and let's say festivals or places before? Have you? Okay, perfect. So then, like, where have you performed? Tell us like where you've performed, and then also kind of touch on like what your favorite venue was.
Okay. So I've performed in mostly around Canada. I haven't really performed anywhere else. I performed in Toronto here. I performed a little bit like out west and like, I mean, east and like Ottawa and Montreal. And then I went to BC, and I've performed there before, which is like west. And then so I performed basically all around Canada. I think I like performing in Toronto the best because, there's like my family can come,
Yes.
and lots of people I know can come and like watch me and support me. So I think that was pretty fun.
And like the venue, what was your most favorite venue?
My most favorite venue.
Mhm.
I liked a lot of them, but there was this one venue that I performed in Ottawa, and it was like an auditorium, like with seats and everything, but it was like smaller and more like more intimate kind of thing, and it was really nice to like perform there, kind of cozy. I liked it.
So would you perform there again if
I
everything
would.
is open and everything is running?
Oh yeah,
Normal.
for sure.
Back to normal. All right.
Yeah.
And then if you could change anything about this industry, what would it be if you had that opportunity?
Hmm. Well, that's a good question. I think I would change the fact that there are so many artists that are so talented, not getting the money or recognition that they deserve, because sometimes if you're part of a label, you might not get all the royalties that you deserve because of, all the people you have to share money with.
True.
Or you write a song and it doesn't get your name on it, and you're like, I did that, but nobody's like,
And
yeah.
it actually
So
happened to your idol.
yeah, it did, because she had to re-record
Exactly.
all of her old album so she could get all the royalties from it. I love that album. It's so good.
Me too. I love it too. So with that, so what would be the change that you would make? So would you want like artists to like from the get-go start kind of putting their name on their music?
Yeah, I think that by doing that, it'll cause less problems in the future. Always read your contracts, make sure you know exactly who's getting the money. And if you don't like it, then don't go through with it, because sometimes you're stuck in those contracts for like years and you can't get out. And then the artists are left kind of in the dark.
And it kind of puts a damper on your career because it's like you need to start all over again because you were in that period of making that album. And then all
Right.
of a sudden now you need to kind of redo that album in a different setting and a different, hopefully a different, well, hopefully not so much of a different mindset, but it's like a different, you're going to be in a different mindset because in
Oh
that
yeah.
moment you were just feeling those kind of feelings when you made that album, and now redoing it, like, it's crazy.
I agree with you that it's a lot. So it's just a lot. So I think that making sure your name's on it, you know what you want, and going through that right from the beginning, making sure, try to like be smart about it. That's kind of what I'm saying.
I love that. So Izzy,
Yeah.
let's end off by you. You are
Mhm.
15 years old, and I'm sure you've had so much experience. You sound like you've had so much experience. What advice would you give for upcoming, singers, the youngsters out there?
So I think I would tell them to not give up. And I know that sounds like cliche, but it's really true because there
It
are
is.
some points in your career that you can feel low and feel like, okay, this is going nowhere. I feel like I was in a point like that literally so recently.
Really.
But you got to keep pushing it. You'll find your mojo again, but like you got to keep doing what you think is your passion and not just, take the easy way out. Hard work pays off.
That is so true.
It really does. Yeah.
Super true. So, guys, that is Izzee. And I mean, she gave the most amazing advice. So, keep going. Take her advice. Keep going. And I mean, you answered spot on. I loved our interview. And we are going to be joined by Pauline in a second. So, guys,
Okay.
stay tuned because we have more coming up. Welcome back, everybody. It is the third episode of INHB Star Fames, and we have been talking to Izzee. She is all the way in Toronto, Canada, and today we have Pauline Makala, who's all the way from Tanzania, joining us, and she's going to be asking Izzee a few questions. Hi, Pauline.
Hi, Origin.
How are you?
I'm totally fine.
Perfect.
Hi.
Hi, Izzee.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. Thank you.
I'm glad to join you.
Yes, it's really glad to have you here too.
Yeah, I've seen you. Okay, I think I'll go direct to my questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then my first question is, you once had a performance with Justin Bieber. Did you expect to become a famous from it? And what was the relation that you had to have a performance with him?
So you're saying like it kind of cut out for a second, but did you ask me like would I want to perform with Justin Bieber?
Or if you had
That
to
you
perform,
Oh, if I had
what
to.
would be your reaction?
Oh, perfect.
That would
Okay,
be
well, if I had to. Okay, so if I had to perform with Justin Bieber, I think that would be amazing. I think that would be a dream come true. Honestly, he's one of my favorite artists right now, and I think that I would just I'd probably be so like shooken up by it that I just wouldn't know what to do. It would be amazing.
Wow. What I said that you once had a performance with Justin Bieber. Did you expect it to become famous from it?
Oh, no. So no, I never expected to, become famous from that because I became famous from going on Instagram and posting videos like on there and then getting noticed from there. So that's kind of where that came from.
Okay, fine, thank you. So let's move on. As
Yes.
a musician, what challenges do you face in singing?
Sorry, what was that?
As a musician, what challenges do you face in singing?
So as a musician, when I'm recording, sometimes it's kind of hard to get the sound how I expected it. And it kind of gets really stressful after a while after I'm doing it so much. And then I get tired and my voice gets all like bad. I have to drink water and it's a long process. But once I get past that, the outcome is great, but it's just those challenges, like while I'm recording, I try to make it as perfect as possible. And sometimes that's a little difficult.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So coming up with a new song is not an easy work, as we think. So how do you come up with a new song?
All right. Well, I usually start on my guitar and I play it and I get kind of familiar with what I made up. I start by doing the lyrics and then I add the song to it, the music in the background. And I play it on the guitar until I'm kind of familiar with my own song and until I like it and make it how I expected it. And then I put it onto a program. I make a little backtrack and roughly record it. And then I see what I can do to make it more professional. If people like it, then I continue. And if they don't, then I just have it in my back pocket for another idea.
I like that.
I also like
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Proceed. Do you make a song depend on what you see or what you are facing at the time being, or depending on what you feel?
So I make songs based on like how I'm feeling at the moment, you know, life experiences. And the most recent songs that I've kind of written by myself have just been kind of like how I was feeling at the moment. And I expressed my feelings through the song that I was writing, put them out on paper. And I feel like when I sing the songs, it kind of gets out all of those feelings for me and I feel better after. So that's how I write it. Yeah.
Okay, now my fifth question is, sometimes you do cover songs. How do you manage to balance the quality of the song that when a person listens to it will have to enjoy?
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm so sorry. It's just cutting out for me over here.
out there.
So, I said that sometimes you do cover songs. How do you manage to pass the quality of the song that when a person listens to it will have to enjoy?
So it's a little bit cutting out, but I think you asked how do I manage
Yeah, I think she asked like when you make a song, right? How do you manage to something?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Like it's just a little cutting out for me. Well, I'll kind of go off that. Go ahead.
You do songs, okay? So how do you manage to balance the quality of the song?
Oh,
how do you manage to balance the quality that is not yours when performing a cover song?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, so how do I manage to balance, like, I think my vocals, the quality
of the song, like the cover song.
Oh, got it. I got it now. Again, so sorry about that. So when I do a cover song, I listen to the regular song like lots, and I get so familiar with it that I try to mimic it. And once I do that and mimic it to be how it was before, I kind of add my own flares to it to make it my own and not exactly the same, but I try to keep the same kind of vibe as the original, so it's not like super different. Unless I'm doing like a acoustic cover, then I kind of change it up a little bit more.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you. My next question is, what do you do before starting any performance so that you can be comfortable and able in performing it well?
Okay, so before I do my performances, you know, I kind of have to prepare a lot. I prepare like for a long time because I have to make sure I'm super comfortable, or else I will have so much stage fright that I might mess up or that I might do something wrong on stage. So I prepare for so long, and even if I've prepared for like a long time, right before I go on stage, I'm always super nervous, but I do some breathing exercises. I jump around a little, and then I'm like ready to go. Once I get on stage, it's like everything comes naturally for me. So, you know, I just make sure I'm prepared, basically.
Wow. So preparation is everything.
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is, if you perform as expected, and how you calm yourself so that you're comfortable?
I think I had trouble understanding the last half of it. It kind of got all like
A little bit glitchy. Just
a little
repeat it again, please, Pauline. Sorry.
It's okay. I said that if you perform as not expected, how do you feel? And how do you calm yourself so that you can be comfortable? That you had a performance, but it didn't come as expected. How do you feel? And how do you calm yourself?
So
How do
what
I-
I think from that is, I think, just correct me if I'm wrong, Pauline, I think what she means is like, let's say your performance did not go the way you expected it to go. How do you calm yourself? Because you know, a person, you get so frantic and, you know, you get so
Right.
overworked and like because you're overthinking about what you did wrong. How do you calm yourself and then obviously proceed? Is that what you mean, Pauline? Or that's what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when I'm performing and I mess up, this happened to me actually before. I kind of, if it's very noticeable and the crowd's like looking at me, like I kind of play off of it as like a joke, kind of like, oh, my bad, guys. You know, things happen. We're all human. Haha. And then we laugh it off and I continue. But if it's like small and I just know that it in the crowd doesn't really care, I kind of just move on and not even make a face, because then they'll figure out something's upset. And I try not to get shaken up because they'll see that in my performance.
True, that's good actually. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's good. So, is it a must know how to play instruments so that you can see?
Can you just repeat that, Pauline? Sorry.
Is it a must know how to play any instrument so that you can become a good singer?
I know
I
you're
think
speaking about an instrument. You're speaking about an
Pardon?
instrument. But
An
sorry,
instrument.
Pauline, just say that again. Sorry, the connection is not so amazing today.
What I'm asking is it for a person to play any instrument so that can be able to come up with singer?
I think I got,
Did you get it?
I think the connection's like really shaken up right now because I hear you, but it's like, it's glitching so much.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to
It's
figure.
like it's getting extorted, you know, along the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And I feel like it's getting worse.
Is it to play any instrument so that you can become a good singer?
Oh, okay. I got it. So it's like, just correct me if I'm wrong. So it's like, what did I like do and work on to become a good singer? Is that what you asked me?
For instance, you are playing guitar. Is it must for a person to know how to play any kind of instrument like guitar or piano or whatever so that you can become a good singer?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes. So that does help. It really helps when you understand that music knowledge. But it's not like mandatory, you know. So it can be you know, just your voice. Like you can be an amazing singer but not know how to play any instrument. It's just the understanding of the theory and the music knowledge that may help you you know, do your own music and kind of do it by yourself instead of maybe getting someone to help you. But that's a really good question, and I'm so sorry again. It kept cutting out and I couldn't hear you.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah.
Now my last question.
Okay.
I want to become like you. What should I do?
All right, that's a great question. And the connection's like way better now. I can hear you. But if you want to become a singer like me, I suggest you start putting yourself out there, posting on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, any platform that you would like, and you just keep going and waiting until you get some publicity, not publicity, but like
exposure,
social like views, and people are watching. And I think keep like practicing your singing voice, like keep practicing, because practice always makes perfect. I wasn't as good like even last year as I was now, and I'm still learning even still. So I think that if you keep practicing and keep hustling, it'll make sense, it'll work out. And I'm just gonna say, like, never, just don't like give up on it if you think it's not going anywhere. That's what I said in the other question as well, because I think that if you keep going and you really believe in yourself, you'll make it somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm happy meeting you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for asking this question. They were really amazing. Thank you.
Thank you too.
No problem.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining us, Pauline.
Thank you.
You see.
So guys,
really nice seeing you.
So guys, that was Pauline Makala, and she asked mind-blowing questions to Izzee, a bit challenging, but Izzee got them right, and she was very spot on. I love that. So guys, that is the show for the third episode. We had an amazing guest, Izzee, all the way from Toronto. We had Pauline all the way from Tanzania, and I love it because we're all just connecting from wherever.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So yes, guys. So I will be back, and stay tuned for more. All right. Well, guys, that is the third episode of INHB Star Fame's TV show. And I'd just like to thank Izzee and Pauline for joining us on the show. It's been such a pleasure having them on the show. And I'd definitely like to thank you guys, our viewers. So, guys, if you want to learn more about the INHB Star Fame's TV show, head over to our Instagram page. It is inhb.co.uk. There you'll find out the latest scoops, the latest updates, even our previous episode. So don't forget to do that. And then also subscribe on our YouTube channel. And guys, I am Nikki. I'm your host, and this is me signing out. Bye.
It doesn't matter what religion, what race, what color, what age. The only thing they cannot take away from us is this moment right here. So I hope you find moments that take your breath away. And I hope you live every single moment to the fullest. And I hope you use every single moment that passes you by to stand up. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your dreams. But most of all, I hope you learn how to stand up for yourself. Guys, I want to know if you're ready to make a moment with us right now. Then forget about your past, forget about your future, forget about your troubles, because all we have is right now. Let's do it, baby!
You could be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You could be the world, you could be the war, you could talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you could find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. run a mile, you could walk straight through hell.